He is one of the most recognized and sought-after dog trainers there is. Cesar Millan is the go-to guy when it comes to a well-behaved dog and healthy as well. And now with the weather starting to warm up, Cesar is sharing his advice about how you can keep your furry friends happy this spring and summer. We are happy to welcome Cesar Millan to Delmarva Life this afternoon. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, Jimmy. You know, this is a really happy moment, you know, because a lot of dogs are going to be very happy. Their humans are going to be more outdoor, more adventurous. At the same time, we have to be very proactive about keeping our dogs very healthy, you know, and I'm talking about fleas and ticks. You know, one of the brands that we use, or the brand that we use at the ranch is Frontline. You know, I have 20 dogs. I have a llama and a horse, and we make sure everybody's super healthy and we never deal with fleas or ticks. We do this all year round, so you have to think that way. People need to think that way. It's not just in summer and spring, but this is when people walk dogs the most.
Okay, so now you grew up in Mexico with your family, and you've always had a passion for animals. How did you
sir.
turn this into what you're doing now?
You know, that's a beautiful story. I think it all began, you know, in Mexico, having, you know, the intention, you know, behind of a dream, and having my mother next to me and saying that, yes, you can be the best dog trainer in the world, and to have that support and that belief, that it really created that, you know, sparked in me and focus and dedication, you know. And I felt that coming to America was going to be the answer for me to learn, you know, but I didn't realize at one point I was going to be teaching America and eventually the world.
Well, you know what it takes to know, so let me ask you this. Let's pretend, which I don't, but let's pretend I've got a puppy that just will not stop chewing. I just can't seem to potty train her. What advice would you give me?
Well, funny you ask, because I wrote a book that actually focus on techniques and tips. You know, it has to do with discipline. You know, when you're talking about potty training or, you know, teaching the dog how to use the bathroom in a certain area, it's about discipline. It's about the structure of, you know, how to control the bowel movement, how to control the bladder. And so once you understand, which I talk about it in the book, how this works, then you just set up a strategy that will work for your dog.
Okay, Cesar, let me ask you this. I'm going to get a little more personal with you here. We know it was a tough time for you a couple years ago. You went through a divorce. You lost your dog. Do you have anything that you could tell somebody who's having a hard time finding hope?
Well, you know, that is real, the feeling that you have. One of the things that is very common in humans who are going through that is to segregate ourselves from the pack, you know, which is the first sign where we're telling you we need help. And so understanding, you know, there is a hope, understanding there is truth, what they say about it gets better. You know, but at the meantime, you know, going through that spiral in my life, it really brought a lot of strength in me, a lot of focus, reflection. I am a different man because of that. You know, I can relate to people that are in my same place. To me, it's always about helping a human, and that experience I turn into a positive thing. And I'm really happy about it. You know, I won't change it for the world. My pack is happy, and I have a brand new life. And now I'm, you know, more than happy to encourage people to walk more and being proactive about flea and ticks, you know, not to let the dogs catch those home.
It was great to have you.
Thank you, my friend.
On
Appreciate
everything.
it.
Cesar Millan. Now, by the way, just in case you want more information on what Cesar discussed today, you can go to DelmarvaLife.com and click on the show tab. It's now on the left side of the home page. Well, maybe you don't have a pet, but you're looking to adopt one. Up next on Delmarva Life, plenty of pets on Delmarva that need a new home, a new forever home. Brian Spiros is at the Baywater Animal Rescue in Cambridge with more. Brian?
Well, Jimmy, this is the time of year when many animal rescues see an influx of puppies and kittens. That's why one is throwing a baby shower. We'll tell you some of the items they need, plus introduce you to some little guys who need a home. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.